think we are live. I think we are live. Let me see if everything is working. Let me see if it comes. Yes. Message to the Discord. Pop out the chat as well. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, we are live. What's going on, my fam? How you guys doing? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Let's see what the market brings us. We are finally dumping. Oh my god, I hate VWAP on this chart. Let me say hi to everyone in 1 second. Let me put everything ready and then we can focus what the market is showing us. I mean, honestly, like jumping onto shorts right now, it doesn't look the worst idea, to be honest. But I don't chase candles. But after 2 trendy days, I kind of expected we're gonna open with the dump. Get again, Alex Noel, Boffer, Joey Lay, Popes, Mate, Mark Wade, Cyfrost, all the good old names are here. The legends themselves. What's up, my people? Any bias yet? If we would have opened with another pump, I would honestly look for shorts. But right now I feel like it might just set us up for good longs later. Because the market itself is super bullish because the Nvidia earnings, right? Chengon Blaze, what's going on? Finally got to know that your name is Henrico. Yeah. Dubstep snitched on me, huh? I was like, okay, Dubstep. Rowie, what's going on? How you guys doing? Yeah, Dubstep snitched my name. I mean, one person in the Discord knew my name before, except my real life friends. I have few real life friends in the Discord as well. But one person knew my real name because he won the giveaway. If you guys remember, we did giveaway in Discord and then I gave away 50,000 Topstep accounts. But you can't really give away account, you can give out the account cost, so I gave him the money. Interstates, how you doing? Man, the beginning of Topstep stream, I was honestly quite nervous. But then it like completely went off. As soon as I started speaking about trading, I was comfortable. Any other question about my life, I was like, yeah, that makes me nervous. I'm Wayne, good to meet you again. Yeah, let's go, guys. But please don't start calling me Henrico. That would be so strange. Okay, let's focus a little bit on the chart as well. We have 10 minutes until this. 10 minutes until this orb closes, but let's see what kind of lows we have on both of these. Okay, that is Tuesday orb here. I don't want it on my chart. Let me give me a second, guys. Let me see. Let me zoom out from this chop. Maybe this low. This is the same low here. And then we have yesterday's lows. Man, yesterday was so bumpy, huh? And I tried to short this, don't ask me why. I tried to short yesterday multiple times. I was like, okay, I'm going against my rules. Toretto, what's going on? What's going on, my man? You nailed it, man. And honestly, I felt it went really well as well. By the way, guys, I can tell you guys right now, I'm gonna go back to Topstep. They invited me back, as they promised on the broadcast. And I'm gonna be on Topstep again 10 of March. So today it's 26 February, so it's not the next Tuesday, but it's Tuesday in 2 weeks. I'm gonna be back on Topstep, and this time I will be a little bit more earlier. But I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I was super happy as well to receive the invitation. It's not yet the New York opening. Like it's still like the biggest goal for me will be on dubstep live stream when the market opens, because that's what I actually used to watch. Like when I told on the screen as well, like I used to watch dubstep 24/7. That's true, but like most of my watching was when the market opened. So, and plus I could trade there as well. That would be amazing, but I understand them as well. They take it step by step, right? They give me a little bit more quiet time, and then it's gonna it's getting more. This is January, this is the highest, and at some point, if I don't fuck it up, right, if I don't get naked on the camera, yeah, you're so close to get there, man. Yeah, imagine doing something stupid. Hello, dubstep. You mean shorts? Shorts on my legs? We can show them. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I think at some point we will. What's the bias for today? I wanted to look for shorts in case the market didn't dump on the open. I was like, if this market will go up on the open, I am shorting this today, because we have had 2 zombie rally days. Usually those zombie rally days kind of meet with the result we are seeing right now. But my bias is changing to bullish. It doesn't mean that I'm not gonna look for shorts, but I told you that this for a long time. If we are under those EMAs on the 4-hour, I think, yeah, I'm more bullish than bearish, but I let the market kind of, because we finally took those EMAs. Yesterday was super bullish, and then we also held it, the market held the 200 EMA, and we finally crossed the 100 EMA with power, right? We really had like strength above those EMAs. So unless we don't close any 4-hour candles below them again, like I wouldn't be surprised if the best case for bears that we come here 25, like around 25k, test the one hour 200 EMA, and then it's a takeoff. Never matter your bias. That's so true. Like you can have a bearish bias, but you need to be ready to long, right? If market tells you to long, then your bias doesn't matter anymore. But I'm leaning more bullish. I'm taking what market is showing me, and right now the high time frame is turning into a little bit bullish. If you zoom out weekly chart as well, right? It's a disgusting range, right? We've been in this range since October or since November. So if we just play the same range, it makes sense why we are bullish, right? But any candle closes, and we have 90 minutes. Well, we'll see. Let's see how the orb finalizes. What's gonna happen with the orb? I'm not surprised that we are selling off now again, because we had 2 trendy days. We had Tuesday no shorts. Yesterday was absolutely no shorts. I can tell it personally. I was shorting yesterday, and it's kind of like, if we open super bullish today, I will be like, oh, they're gonna flush it so hard, because like everyone is so bullish. And if you like, I sometimes read Reddit comments how people feel about the market, and I know Reddit is not the best place for it, but you can still get some idea what's the psychology in the market. And that Nvidia earnings yesterday, it definitely switched people into more bullish. They're like, oh, we are not in AI bubble yet. Like we are in AI bubble, right? But you can be in bubble for 10 years before it pops. I have some kind of correction. It's like internet. I was not around markets at that time when the internet bubble bursted, but I think it's the same thing. Like AI will stay here, there's no doubt about it. But it's just at some point it kind of, we're gonna release the air out, right? Everybody is investing into everything that includes AI and so on. So I think the whole Nvidia thing kind of ensured people that, hey, bubble is not popping yet. The revenues, the money, financials, everything is healthy. So people are super bullish. So I'm not surprised that we flushed heavy on the market open. But we'll see. Let the orb finalize. I don't want to do anything before this orb finalizes. Kind of divergence right now, right? NQ took out those lows, ES didn't. Those overnight lows, these ones. Kind of like equal lows, while NQ clearly took them out. We'll see, we have 3 minutes until this. Turn the volume down, of course. I hope you don't mean my microphone. I can turn my microphone lower as well. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Oh, Geragan, my man. Yeah, I'm still new to this whole content creation, right? I don't have this naturally like, oh, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I don't have it. Like, you know, some people, you watch their videos and it's like every time they say something, it's like, make sure you like and comment and subscribe. Like, I don't have it. I forget completely. Like, I record the whole video and then my editor is like, can you mention subscribe somewhere? I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that as well. As you see, I didn't change my clothes since Top Step. I've been sleeping in the same clothes for 2 days. Okay, but market is so far super dumpy. If it continues to dump, I might try to, maybe it's a dumpy day then, and then I'm switching my bias. Then I will jump in with wherever the 15-minute 9 EMA is, which is kind of the orb high. So maybe that's not the worst idea as well. Let's go. Where's the long? Where is the long? That 200 EMA is approaching us. How's ES? Same. This yellow area was resistance before, by the way. So now if we hold from here, yeah, I think longs are a better idea, but that doesn't mean they can really flush it before the longs are the play, right? Because it's the inventory adjustment, as they call it on Dubstep TV. It's the inventory adjustment. Too much inventory in the market is in longs. You need to balance it. That's exactly what's happening right now. But I am still leaning bullish. But I'm not taking trades before this orb is finalized, and it looks like we are on the final 10 seconds to finalize this orb, so I think it's safe to put it on the chart as well. ES and NQ divergence, I see it as well. Is it? Not anymore. There was, right? But now ES took out the same lows. Okay, we finally have the orb as well. And now let's wait. Let's let the market give us the setup. Man, I had a little bit inner feeling that there's gonna be 2 scenarios of market open. We're gonna open super bullish, and then it's amazing shorts, because again, I think the zombie, that's like usually like when you get caught in those zombie trends. Like yesterday was clear zombie rally, right? We didn't have even like more than 25 point pullbacks, I think. Like it was pure zombie rally yesterday. So usually when those zombie rallies happen, especially so aggressively, like aggressively in a way that you don't get any pullbacks, and it happened for 2 days, you need to be ready for the opposite. We can have bearish zombie rally as well, but it's the same thing. You can, at some point, you will flush out the longs because people get greedy. They jump into party. They see this as a easy money, especially like option players, right? If you're a retail option player, your options are increasing hour by hour for 2 days. Maybe you get a little bit greedy. You're like, let me add a little bit. It's too easy to make money. Now Nvidia posted positive earnings as well. Everything is bullish. This market needs to go up. And then market opens like this. So I wouldn't be surprised if we might have even deeper pullback than this one. But overall, I'm still bullish. Christianka, what's going on? Do you have few more views, eyes now after dubstep? I think I got like 100 subscribers. Melis, what's going on, my friend? I think I got like 100 subscribers from dubstep, but I don't think they made it so promotional, since everything was about Henrico, not... Man, it feels strange to say my real name on the stream, but dubstep snitched me, so... but since they kind of like published the whole thing as a Henrico, there are few people who caught my YouTube. But yeah, it's I think like 100 subscribers. How did the dubstep stream go? I think it went really well. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I always loved Dubstep TV like as a entertainment and the trading show, and I think I felt really, you know, I've been watching it for a long time. Now I'm not watching it anymore because my own content and streams and everything, but I used to watch it like a lot, and it was always on my background, and the whole Dubstep TV show felt like, oh, I'm talking with my friends. Like they are the same guys I'm used to watching for a long time, so it felt a little bit like speaking with friends, just with audience. Yeah, we're really getting some new names in the comment section. Invest Gospel, who else? Askate, I think is a new name. Welcome to the stream, guys. I couldn't comment on Dubstep Live because it took 4 weeks to be able to do so. Yeah, I saw it on Discord. It's okay. I saw some of you commenting, and it's the thought behind that matters. I enjoyed seeing you on Spotlight. You deserve it. You do so much good work. Thank you, my man. Okay, we are still bearish. I'm not longing this knife before we have some kind of bounce. I think this is quite heavy pullback. You guys commented on the stream right now as well that Nvidia is super bearish. Not surprised, honestly. I'm not surprised at all, but I still lean bullish overall. I think we are still flushing all the longs who were entering into the market Tuesday, Wednesday, yesterday, and maybe even today. And people are stuck now, right? Because a lot of people, like if you look at this chart, we are kind of erasing the whole move yesterday. So I think a lot of people are here like, okay, should I go to break even? Should I not go to break even and just ride it out? And then it goes into minus, and then they start adding, so giving more liquidity to the big boys, right? They adding into the losers. So it can get ugly before it can get beautiful. But we'll see. I found you through Dubstep. How did you enjoy it? Ask 8. Guys, check out his great course. It's 99% off right now. I mean, Saint Sam is YouTube moderator. Maybe he's telling you the truth. No, I don't have any courses. We'll see what this market does. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we flash to 25k, right? This is kind of like people call it, I think, order block, supply area, sorry, demand area in this case, right? I call it support, resistance support, but it kind of is the old resistance, and it kind of aligns with this 1 hour and also 1 hour 100, 200 EMA and 100 EMA. So I wouldn't be surprised if we test them, give them a little stress test, maybe flush out anyone whose stop loss is below it, right? There's probably some stops below it. Whoever got in this choppy demand area. Again, I call it support, but it doesn't really matter. So as it's aligned with the 200 EMA, I'm not surprised if we will flash it there. But right now okay, we are closing candles. You found it great, Escate? Well, welcome to the stream. I love the fact that you are putting my stream over the Dubstep stream right now, because usually that's the most popular time for Dubstep stream. The rejection of 9 and 200 EMAs on 4 hour chart can be indication. Well, we have 8 minutes until, I mean, if this 4 hour candle closes like this, or even more bearish, man, those bulls are weak. No, I didn't take any trades on Dubstep TV. The market was super slow, and I honestly didn't focus so much on the market. I was a little bit, I don't want to say tunnel vision, but I was just focusing on explaining my strategy, and the market was super slow. If market was more volatile, I would be a little bit different on the TV as well. I would be like, okay, let me focus and try to find the setup. But there was pretty much nothing, and I hate I hate trading zombie rallies, and that was the story for the last 2 days. So going in at a low volume time when it's zombie rallying, it's so against my rules. Okay, we are at 200 EMA on 15 minutes. I mean, what I wanted to say, if this 4-hour candle close like this, if we don't get some wick up now, then bulls are getting kind of weak, right? Because I had a bullish I had a bearish bias because we were under those EMAs, and then I was like, okay, maybe we are turning bullish because like we took those 200 and 100 EMA on 4-hour. But if this candle closes below again 200 EMA, then I will start leaning towards shorts heavily, to be honest, because that's like, it's a not good sign for bulls. So maybe if this candle closes in 7 minutes, maybe we can get the retest to the 200 EMA, which would be quite similar to 15-minute 9 EMA, which would be our entry for continuing the trend. Let me see. So 9 EMA 300. So if we go to 300, which is I think the orb high as well. Let me adjust a little bit my charts here. Orb high 345. US Open is very popular. There are many streams, so many people community use this time of the day. I mean, it makes sense, right? You have the volatility, everyone is excited. I think that's the best time to take money, to make money, make money, same thing. But whatever line I had was super accurate there. But I mean, it makes sense for me as well. I want to find a trade when market is super volatile. That's usually when it gives you the best opportunities. Because if it's not volatile and you get in and then it turns out, then it starts to being volatile, then you really need to be on the right side. Otherwise you're quite screwed. Okay, I see 2 plays here. Maybe if we close into the orb again, maybe I will play inverse orb here. So I will long the orb low perhaps. We'll see. This 5-minute candle, I don't think it's closing into the orb. It's gonna get interesting because that next 5-minute candle is also 4-hour candle close. So I will look for shorts. 300 level. I will look for shorts because the 4-hour EMA is there. It's around 300. Isn't this orb too small for inverse? It is, but my basis, it is kind of small, I agree with you. But my basis for getting possible inverse orb is if you're actually bullish, like we were in the beginning, then you kind of wait until this happens and you just trail your stop loss. You put it like in the middle, and then you try to play more the what I call the predictable orb, where you take orb trade based on the high time frame trend. And since we are kind of bullish, I mean, the higher the time frame, the harder it is to read this market in terms of trend, right? Because again, if you zoom out, like this is since October, we've been in this range. So you can't really say, oh, I go the weekly chart and I will find a trend. Well, right now it's a range, it's consolidating. Even daily is like, this is daily market since November, right? So you don't have a clear trend. So I don't want to be super bullish as well. We'll see. I mean, I want to short, but I want to have entry. Like now I want to short more than long because this 4-hour candle is closing below those EMAs. But my ideal entry is at least give me some kind of RSI is super low, possible exhaustion. I honestly think when RSI is super low, that's super bearish. Like it's not a sign the reverse. For you to be like, oh, RSI is super low, it needs to go up. It's I think it's not the best probability play. I think it's better to enter based on RSI if RSI stops being so bearish and the price keeps going lower, then I would be like, this is looking interesting. Market is not so bearish anymore regarding the price. But when it's like super oversold, man, that's, I mean, at the same time, I don't want to speak you guys out of any trades, right? That's definitely not what I want to do in this stream. If you have a good trade idea, take it. You should not listen to me in any way. But I think super low RSI only shows one thing, that if price is super bearish and the RSI is super low, it just shows you that price is bearish for a reason, right? Market is feeling bearish. But let's say if this price, if RSI starts to uptrend a little bit and then we go lower, then I would be like, okay, this is actually cooking a nice setup. But I think like as long as you're like, this RSI is super low, it needs to go up, that's more trading hopes and dreams than trading actual strategy. Just my opinion. Is it really OR breakout day? Right now it's looking like an OR breakout. We had a most textbook retest ever. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm gonna be patient with this one. I don't see the setup right now. Like, you don't have anything that tells you to long yet. I think that 4 hour. So, okay, there's two scenarios. We are closing this 4 hour in 35 seconds. Usually those 4 hour openings are quite, yeah, we broke the structure on 4 hour as well if you look at the market structure. But I think it's gonna get really volatile, hopefully, because that will give us entry. So if this 4 hour candle right now will open super bullish in 15 seconds, looking for VWAP retest, which one? The New York VWAP or the overnight VWAP? But I like your idea. It's either VWAP retest or a 15-minute 9 EMA. If it's a trendy day down, if you're actually gonna trend down today. Okay, the 4 hour candle opened exactly like I kind of described 10 seconds ago. So I'm this is a new 4 hour candle opening. This is now telling me that there might be a better chance for shorts, but I'm hoping, I don't want to expect, I don't want to predict market, but I'm hoping that this 4 hour candle that we are opening, that this top wick is a little bit more aggressive. Bait some short time frame traders in, but this is looking like it just wants to go without any. Man, I hope we get the bull back overnight. The Watson envelope looking interesting for potential. I'm super bearish on Nvidia, and Nvidia leads the market, so I think we might have continuation short. I'm starting to believe into continuation short as well, but I don't see entry. I don't see entry. What time frame VWAP retest is more reliable? So the time frame itself on VWAP doesn't matter. VWAP doesn't care about the time frame. Like the overnight, usually they are in the same areas. They're only really in different areas in the first 1 hour after New York open, and then sometimes the New York VWAP is enough because it starts the VWAP from the market open, so it gives you more accurate VWAP regarding New York. But usually they're quite in the same area, so it doesn't really matter. But yesterday we were hold when we had a smallest, I mean yesterday it was the biggest pullback we had whole session. Let me show you. I think it was this one here, might be this one here, and then we bounced from the overnight VWAP on ES and on NQ. I don't have the yesterday New York VWAP anymore, but we bounced exactly on the New York VWAP. And this short is running away from us, and I'm not chasing candles, especially because we are inside those VWAP deviation bands, which can always act as a reversal points when we break out of them to the outside. So I really want to get into shorts. I really do, but I just can't. I can't chase candle. I just can't. I don't think it's a bad idea if you chase candles right now because the momentum is super high. But I never recommend it. Yeah, we closed. We closed 15 minutes under 200 EMM, and that the bulls are cracking, right? You see the cracks. There are levels that the bears need to take away. The 9 EMA, 200 EMA was amazing for them. Now if this 21 EMA holds, we'll see. I shorted the daily low, just got out now. Nice trade. Nice trade. I'm willing to jump onto this short train, but I want 9 EMA retest. I want some kind of thing. Again, and for longs, I still believe that this 200 EMA, it might hold us today. But what do I know at this point? The retest of ES VWAP yesterday was so pure. NQ never came close. Yeah, I saw it as well. The whole zombie rally was so easy to trade if you look back, right? In hindsight, it was super easy to trade. We held, like, if you look at 15-minute 9 EMA, like, what's this bar here? Just enter on every 15-minute 9 EMA retest or trail your stop loss based on that. Like, that's the beauty of trend days, that now they look so easy. I hope we get something similar today. If I get 290 or somewhere there, I will get will get me interested for sure if we can get this. Let's see how the VWAP deviation bands act. This is also interesting. We hit S1 though. Don't know if you consider it's a meme line. What's S1? I didn't catch it. Well, the short would have been a great 100 point move. Yeah, it's the beauty of sometimes chasing shorts. It's good because the market moves so much that even if you get in late, it will still give you the 100 points quite quickly, right? Because it has like 500 points in total in 1 hour. And then for you to catch that 100 points there, even if you get in late, I agree with you. Just not my trading style. It's a pivot point used by many. How do you mark it? Pivot points are always interested. I saw an interview with Wall Street, like the New York Stock Exchange trader, and he said like what kind of indicators they use as hedge funds in technical analysis, and they said EMAs, RSI, pivot points, and maybe there was something else. But that's what he said in the interview. I don't know if you believe in fair value gaps, but it's a confluence now with the VWAP. I believe in fair value gaps. I just don't trade them, but I have absolutely nothing against them. I've seen them being respected so many times that I have no doubt that they work. It's just they don't fit into my strategy, or I haven't found a place for them in my strategy. Man, I wish that there is... Man, that ore breakout, do they actually make it so easy today? Just ore breakout. Probably gonna come visit this low, which is far away right now, but Yeah, the bearish moves are always much more aggressive. I really want to FOMO into some shorts, but I don't see an entry right now. But someone posted something on Discord. What do you guys think about this analysis? Those levels. I like the one guy a lot, but for me this is super confusing because everything is levels. If you zoom in, level, 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 level. So for me that's I was looking at the screenshot, I was like, what are the levels? If they're everywhere, where are the levels? Because you can put lines on everywhere in the chart, right? And some of them will hit, some of them don't, because it's obvious if they're everywhere. So, but I like the guy. He posts a lot of analysis. I don't read it myself, but if it's beneficial for the community, of course I love it. I just didn't understand this screenshot. If everything is levels, then I was a little bit confused. Like, what makes everything a level? Can we get orb retest? Orb retest is now at the same level where the New York VWAP is. Might not be even the worst idea to jump in on the New York VWAP. Because 9 EMA is far away. You know my patience. I think I have quite a good patience. You guys told me. I don't say this as my own, but I've seen you guys comment that one thing you have learned from me is patience, and right now I'm running low on patience. I really want to chase those shorts. I really want to, but I can't. It's against my rules. It's I don't want to long this right now. I would at least maybe wait for. We'll see. Actually, that 4 hours it's not the worst idea, but I'm trying to understand if we can get in somewhere. Hats off to your patience. Yeah, I think if I wasn't streaming, I would probably be in short, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong, I still, like, off stream, I still sometimes do stupid shit. I'm not gonna lie. It happens with me still. It happens a lot less than it did, I don't know, 6 months ago, 1 year ago. But I think we are all human. We sometimes go against our rules, and then we do it until it pays us back super painfully, right? And then you're like, oh, okay, that's why this is a rule, right? Same is with FOMO. Like, if I would FOMO into shorts right now, and it retraces into this 9 EMA, which is 120 points away, I will be down 250 with one contract. And it might be still a good play to be in a short. But it's just like, have just went long re-IP. I don't think it's the worst idea to long, because the momentum is slowing down, and if you got nice entry, you know exactly where your stop loss is. Just protect it with the lows. But I'm not longing it right now. Share my screen on Discord. Like this one. Okay, there is an indicator that gives you these pivot levels. That's interesting. FOMO and greed levels. There's always another trade. Yeah, that's true. Someone said something interesting. And today again, if you look at the first 30 minutes after the open, we have more volume than the push yesterday. I have noticed that the bear moves are almost always with more volume. Do you know what I think is the reason why bears have more volumes? One is, and this is my own conspiracy, and this has zero evidence behind it. I think there's three reasons. Man, that short chase, that FOMO into shorts was not so bad idea, huh? That FOMO into shorts was not so bad idea. Okay, let's see. We are coming to this level which I will start thinking about longs. Like if we want to keep any bullish structure, or if this market wants to go bullish again, we are soon entering into zone that might want to hold. But anyways, coming back to the conspiracy why the buying days are low volume and why the okay, so that's again my conspiracy. So my conspiracy is that one, there is those machines, right? It's trading is mostly machines. If you talk institutional, it's mostly machines, right? I think at some times those machines are put into the buy mode. So meaning that those algos, like if you look at zombie rallies, they act really similar always. It's slow grind up. It's not like it starts with the breakout and then it's like slow grind up, like yesterday, right? Like yesterday is amazing example because we had explosive move up and then it's just this slow move up, right? And same thing was one day before. I call them zombie rallies. I detect them with RSI, 15-minute RSI on above. Like this is a definition of zombie rally, right? This happened at the same time. They started here, and as soon as we broke that 65 RSI, it's here, right? So my theory behind it is they turn or program those machines only to buy, and if they're all programmed only to buy, you don't need much volume to get past the sellers. You pretty much only need to destroy any retail who is selling. Again, I don't think markets work exactly how I'm explaining it, but you see, sometimes you really see how those algos are like programmed for 3 hours to only buy. So I think that's like one reason why there's low volume buy days. Like it doesn't make sense. Like if you think there's a lot of sellers in the market keeps going up on a low volume, like it doesn't make sense, right? So I think there's some kind of conspiracy, and again, purely my theory, it's not verified. I'm talking out of my ass, right? But I think they kind of program those algos machines to put into buy mode. So there is no really like huge sell walls, because if there's any seller, it's mostly like retails or smaller companies or maybe smaller banks, and it's really easy to destroy them with those algos that doesn't kind of let the price go down. And the reason why they do it, I think it's kind of the market mechanic to maybe bait people in. It's maybe the market mechanic to exit at the better prices once the zombie rally is over. You get more buying pressure because the market sentiment is bullish. And that's why selling has more volume, because once you kind of adjust the machines into normal mode, then you need to get past all the dip buyers and everything. So it's just my theory that those machines are programmed to buy them without any dips. That's how we get the zombie rallies. Why they exactly happen, we don't know, but I've noticed as well, like if it's pumping and it's low volume, then I don't like it. It's stay away from it in terms of shorting it. That 1 hour 200 EMA didn't give us any reaction, and that FOMO on the shorts was really good idea. Bloody hell, this move. FOMO is kicking in. Yeah, the FOMO entry was when it was in front of us, when I was telling you like I have a huge FOMO to enter. Oh my god, it's past the screen, right? Man, I'm not surprised at all. Honestly, I have zero surprises that this is so bearish, because we had 2 days of zombie rallies, and then you have the market sentiment being bullish because of Nvidia. Like it's the perfect setup to flush out. But man, I'm feeling so bad that I'm not in. Okay, we have first possible divergence. NQ is taking out those lows. ES is not there yet. Man, I love you know me. I love shorts so much more than longs. I love shorting because the thing moves so much more aggressively. If you long the zombie rally, you're gonna wait for your TP for 5 hours. If you long this kind of market, if you short this kind of market right now, not anymore. But if you, even if from the orb low, like, do you really need to wait for your TP? 200 points, boom, done. You close the machine, you come back tomorrow. So I love shorting more than longing. I'm not bear in any sense. I don't want markets to collapse or anything. I just love downtrends on a daily time frame in a sense. And now when I love shorts more than longs and I'm not in, that makes me mad. Man, this... Give me some retest. Oh, yeah. We flew past. So much for our bullish bias, huh? So much for our bullish bias. Could be news. Iran won't allow enriched uranium to leave the nation. I think the whole Iran thing has been in the news for weeks, right? It started to escalate again, I think like a week ago or so. I think it's just the big boys playing their game. It's it's beautiful. For me, this is beautiful. It's beautiful because you see how these things happen. They do the zombie rally, they make you super bullish, then you have a positive earnings from Nvidia, which is the market leading stock, right? Nvidia is down 5%. Oh Jesus. So for me it's beautiful, but I'm a little bit mad that I'm not in. I really want to get into this market with shorts, but I wanted to listen the FOMO, but it's, yeah, that 9 EMA is chasing. I understand your theory about low volume pump days, but what happens when we have the big volume down days? Does that mean the algos are turned off and they execute manually? No, I think like they are actually selling, because if you bring the price up with the low volume and you're selling with the high volume, it just means they're selling with size, right? So they take the bias. I don't want to say I hate manipulation as a word in these markets, because you can always blame, oh, they're manipulating the market. Well, it's a skill issue, right? It's never market's fault. I don't think it's ever anyone else's fault if you lose. Like even if Trump tweets and you're in a trade and it wicks you out, you can only blame your size, right? Because you need to be ready for everything that's random in this market. So I don't want to call it manipulation, but I see it like why it's high volume on selling and low volume up. I think it's just they are somehow managing with those algos to pump the price up with the low volume, that there's no resistance. I mean, the resistance can be kind of like retail and smaller firms and so on. And then the actual selling is they actually pressing the orders they want to. They kind of, again, I don't want to use manipulate, but they manipulate the price a little bit higher so they have a better entry, I guess. It can be so many things, right? They're hedging, they can be hedging against their options positions. I think most of the hedge fund trading is hedging against your other investments and sectors, and it gets super complicated. But for me as a simple man, I just see a zombie rally. And that's usually like, if it's a low volume zombie rally like yesterday, that's just like, it makes some alarms start to ring and be like, okay, they might rug pull this like aggressively. But I wish I was in this short. I really like, I love my shorts. I do love my shorts. And as you see, I'm not looking for longs anymore. Unless there is a bounce and we actually get some confirmation, because look those EMAs. They didn't give us any resistance whatsoever. We broke 200 EMA with ease. We broke 100 EMA with ease. 1 hour, 200 EMAs. Like all those EMAs fell like Legos. They dumping whole inventory, lol. Yeah, it's and like I thought maybe we will bounce from here because the 200 EMA kind of aligned, right? Because you have a lot of stops here, and now I'm thinking like how many people who had their options open from 2 days ago or even yesterday before in video earnings, everybody was celebrating in Reddit yesterday. Calls, longs. How many of these are not closing their positions? Because I know how it feels to be in a winner that turns into a loser. You kind of, you don't want to let go of winner even though your position is in a losing state, right? You were in the winning position for 2 days and now the same position is losing money. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna double down, make your position bigger. You're like, no, I was in green, I'm gonna be back in green with this. It's the stupid behavior that kills a lot of accounts. I was one of them who killed my accounts with those kind of TCAs and adding to my losers. So I'm like right now those longs I think, or those calls in options are under the water. We'll see. You mean they need better place to sell? That is why they use low volume to pump the price, and when they reach the level, they go to original position that they plan. Something like this, right? Like, why would you sell it here if you have an option to sell here? And you can kind of time it as well with the whole Nvidia earnings, and so on. But yeah, I think so that they kind of, it's the whole iceberg ordering and everything comes in there as well, where they spoof the orders. That's why you never see me looking at the depth of the market, because there's so much spoofing. Like they put the big order, market chases liquidity, so market chases that order, they take that order out, and it's actually, they're actually longing at the same time, and they're baiting with the orders to price to go higher because market chases that liquidity. And then it's probably so much more complicated than I see it in my head, but it's just like, if I would summarize this anyway, in any way, this usually happens after zombie rallies. Usually it happens after 1 day of zombie rally. Yesterday we had 2 days of zombie rallies. Maximum I have seen is 3 days. I like when market is more balanced, that you have like reversals in the day. Then it takes away the whole zombie rally thing, right? If you have day like yesterday, then it happens really often that they're setting up those shorts. What's the time? 25. We are closing 15-minute candle. Are we closing from any? We are at yesterday's lows, right? We are also coming on the weekly BOC. We are also coming at the weekly BOC. Man, that short today was so... Sometimes you need to chase the short. I'll be honest, some of my green calendar that you see, I'm not gonna lie, because I showed on Dubstep TV, I'll show one more time if you missed it. Like, if you look at my trades since, man, that new UX is confusing. But if I show you the like trade direction, 300 shorts versus 147 longs. So I have 300 shorts since November versus 140 longs. So you can see I love shorts more than longs. So keeping that in mind, it sucks to be out of it. Oh, wait. What's this? This is Tuesday orb. We are at Tuesday orb high. This is what I showed on Dubstep TV. Oh, man. Why we didn't short at the open? Are we having first actual bounce? Wait. Let me see. Okay, we closed 1 minute candle outside of those VWAP activation bands. Might get interesting. We'll see what's the next candle will do. Might not be a bad idea to maybe find a long scalp soon. Might not be the worst idea to find long scalp soon. Haven't you thought about some momentum strategy like quick scalp? My momentum strategy is usually like when I write the trend, I don't have any confluence to enter. Wait, guys, I like how this might be cooking. Give me a second. I think we might have a possibility to long soon. Get some kind of relief here. I like how it's developing. ES closed outside of those VWAP activation bands, but NQ is not confirming it yet. How much we are missing? We'll see how this 15-minute candle, because if this new 15-minute candle opens super bearish, I am going into longs. But not right now. Can be also quick scalp. Yeah, if I will long this, I will scalp. You're essentially going against heavy trend, but I think we might get some. Let me see if, because we are coming to the weekly BOC. That's what I like, because that's where the last week was the most volume. So we might get some support from there. We have 1 minute before the new 15-minute candle is opening, but I like that ES is holding the VWAP activation band. I really like it. But I want to see how this 15-minute candle opens. But somebody asked me regarding the momentum thing. So I sometimes write the momentum, but I write the momentum with EMAs. So 15-minute 9 EMA. Or sometimes even 9-minute 9 EMA. Anything above 5 minutes EMAs. That's like the best way to, I think, write the momentum. So we have 14 seconds. I want to see how this 15-minute candle opens. If it opens super bearish, I'm going in. Because that weekly BOC might give us a scalping area for longs. How many points we are? And that market is 50. Let's see, that 15-minute candle is not opening super bearish. I want this 15-minute candle to kind of leave an aggressive wick to the downside. It's not doing it yet. Wait. Okay. I am going. Yep, that's what I want. We'll see. Can we get some divergence here? Can ES or NQ make a new low? I'm in. I'm gonna have a super tight stop loss. I'm only with 1 micro, and I'm gonna close this manually. Give me 1 second. I'm risking kind of 1-to-1, but I'm more trailing this trade manually. Let's see if the VWAP activation bands help me. VWAP activation bands. I like how this 15-minute candle might be opening. And this is our first bounce area today as well, right? Let's see if we can actually pick up some volume here. Where is the... Can we close 1-minute candle outside NQ? Can we close 1-minute candle outside NQ, please? That would be my confirmation to go a little bit deeper. No? Oh, we closed. That might be our savior for this trade. We'll see how we bounce from here. I might get stopped out from here. We'll see. because that weave activation band, I mean, ES is not inside the weave activation band. That level is yesterday orb high. That it's Tuesday orb high, not yesterday. It's Tuesday's orb high when I was on dubstep Tuesdays. Because I know this, I marked it on dubstep session. But I want to see momentum quickly. Otherwise I'm gonna get stopped out, right? If you go for against the trend, you want those scalps to be kind of like, you want momentum to get your way. We'll see, we'll see. We are holding some kind of support here, but it's not giving me any confirmation. And we are still inside those weave activation bands, which I don't like, but this can change if we bounce from here. But yeah, anyway, someone asked me, what's the level? Wait, 867, 867. Okay, my stop loss is below the BOC, so I either get stopped out and then my trade idea is invalidated. But momentum trade, I'm gonna get back into this trade. We'll see how it develops, but right now it's, I mean, my entry is super solid, right? My entry is honestly quite solid. I'm looking for 75 points, no, more than 75 points. Yeah, something like this. 50 point stop loss. I can mark it on the chart as well. Okay, I'm stopped out. I think so. I think we are stopped out. As soon as I put the trade on the thing here, we got stopped out. Is it? It looks like I'm stopped out. RSI is diverging. What time frame? What time frame are you seeing divergence, my friend? On 5 minute, it's not diverging yet. It's not diverging yet. But I think this will be stopped out. This will be never stopped out. Stopped out. I don't have much belief into this trade because the thing is, like, if you want reversal scalp, and I think it's completely fine, but if you want reversal scalp, you want the reversal scalp to happen with the strength, and that BOC is holding us right now. Okay, that BOC is holding us. Yeah, 8-6, same level. The last week BOC is holding us so far, but this can change so quickly, guys. 1 minute is too small for me to consider into RSI divergence. It can tell you that maybe something is changing, but the problem with 1 minute is that you don't, how do I say it? It changes so quickly that you can kind of misread it, right? You see divergence, then it's not divergence, then it is divergence. Like 1 minute I think is a little bit too quick for divergence. I would at least go to 5 minutes, but ideally I would say 15 minutes. I think 5 minutes is the minimum, but again, you can find that divergence. Maybe you find your own like secret sauce in the divergence. Like, it can work out for you, right? It can work out for you. Like, you can find your way to trade 1 minute divergences. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that it's for me it's too small time frame. But I never say that some strategies or some way of seeing the market is wrong way. That's like, I have my own way of seeing market. Can we close those candles outside of those weave activation bands? That would be great, man. That would be super great if we close them. We kinda are. That's a good thing. It's a small scalp, right? I thought I have an amazing entry, and then my entry was like, nah, not good entry. I thought I had amazing entry. I'm going for 86 points. I'm hoping we're gonna take this last bounce highs, whatever. We're gonna take them out for a moment, and then we can continue down after I hit my TP. But that weekly BOC, or sorry, monthly, yeah, weekly BOC is holding us extremely well so far. Yeah, 1 minute is a little bit too much noise, but you can, like, the way I will see it is 1 minute can give you clues that maybe we start seeing divergences on 5 minutes, right? You want to go from the time frame to the next time frame, and then like take your story. Like the small time frame can give you clues what's gonna happen on higher time frame. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe the 1 minute is good storytelling point for you to start getting those clues. I'm starting to trail this. Can we get 100 points? Can we get 100 points? Can we get 100 points? Or am I too greedy? Am I too greedy, or can you give me 100 points? Steer market. As always, I will never talk shit about you again, market, if you give me 100 points. Right now, with this long, we are up. Give me 100 points, give me 100 points, and I'm a happy man. Don't wake me out on the new 5-minute candle. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. If YouTube didn't allow me to have less copyrighted music, I would be happy man, because we can play, don't you know, pump it up. Right guys? Right guys? 100 points on stream again? Again? Am I too cocky? Should I close it now? No, we want 100 points. We want 100 points. You got to bump it up. No, I closed it. I felt I was too greedy with the market. I closed it. Because my first trade is always the buffer. It is what it is. I didn't like how it looked. But we got the first trade. We found a long in a dog shit market. In terms for the bulls. It's not dog shit market. I mean, I missed 25 points if it hits my original TP, which it does, but I felt I started talking too much shit with this market. That's what I felt. So as soon as I started talking shit, I was like, But nice trade taken. 100 points. If you're holding it, you probably this was 100 points. So man, I went out for 25 point win, and now it's making 100. I mean, it happens. It happened. You see, it happened with me. I didn't hold it until the end. But it's more like every first trade I see as a buffer. To be honest, when we were close to my stop loss, I was like, why not throw one more contract in and just have a potential? But it was a good trade, regardless. We nailed the entry almost. and we had some confluences. We broke out from those VWAPs. Like ES was outside of those VWAPs, and that if you're from top step, you don't know this yet, but those VWAP deviation bands are my main indication for potential reversals. To give you a super short story, if you're actually a new time viewer, I have a long video on this as well, 45-minute explanation on how I use them, but I don't want to throw you into under the bus to go and watch my video. So they start their VWAP deviation bands. The settings are in my Discord. Discord is completely free if you're not in the Discord. Everything about trading regarding my channel is free, but they start super tight, and as soon as market breaks them, I expect them to be stronger. And when market is breaking them, you can only see the break in 1 minute chart. If you go on 15-minute chart, it looks like it looks confusing. I don't know what's the good word for it. So when market is breaking them and you see it on 1 minute chart, then you stay the fuck away from reversals, right? We were breaking here. This is the main area. So now they get wider, and my expectation is they also get stronger. And as soon as I saw ES closed 1 minute candle above them, and we didn't go back inside, even though NQ danced a little bit inside, divergences between indexes, that was like my signal. Do you trust this long more? I was never confident. Plus there was previous Tuesday orb high, which can be good indication or good confluence, right? And then you have this is weekly volume profile. If you don't know how to put this on your chart, I'll show you quickly as well. Let's do a few tutorials at once, because I don't want to jump into a new trade immediately. But you just come into this projection thing, you choose fixed range volume profile, and then you can drag it out. Like I can drag it out almost to the infinity, right? But the point is, you drag it out from last week Monday to last week Friday, and then it will give you volume profile for the last week. And this white line is POC. It means where the most volume was traded last week, and I will literally like quite perfectly hit that and bounce from there. So few confluences in my, like I didn't enter trade blindly just hoping it goes up now, but I saw something developing on the VWAP deviation bands, previous daily orb high, BOC, like it looked good for me enough to try and go in. My short would have made me, hindsight doesn't count, the green counts. That's true. My long would have made me 200 as well instead of 138. By the way, someone asked, I don't want to miss your questions, but they happen on accident sometimes. Someone asked me, and I will get all your questions, don't worry. Someone asked me before why I'm not trading cold. The only reason is NQ is working. If NQ stops working for me, I will try to maybe switch, but it's the chart hours, meaning I have so much experience watching NQ. Man, that long was beautiful. It got scary for one moment, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, god damn, did I jump in front of the knife? But I was like, at the same time, that long was beautiful. But I just don't switch from NQ because I feel I've seen NQ the most in terms of like the market hours and chart hours. So I'm really familiar with it in a sense. Like if it has volatility, I see patterns, I see like, oh, this has happened before, oh, this has happened before, like maybe it's gonna be the similar story today. So that's the reason why I'm not trading cold or anything else. It's just the way like my brain is attached to it feels comfortable seeing the same chart and trading. If I will jump into cold, I will feel at like if I see any big moves, then my first question will be like, does this happen often? Like, is it normal to happen? Is it rare? Like, what's the occasion? With NQ, if I see some kind of like extreme move, I'm like, yeah, I've seen it before. Don't forget to like and stream. Like the stream and subscribe. Thank you, Geragan. Yeah, don't forget it, because I forget to say that. But if you're enjoying it, leave a like. It will mean a lot for me, for the channel. I don't sell anything in trading. No courses, no indicators, nothing. So that like, that subscribe is the only thing that motivates me to do more content. Can you tell me how you mark those yellow bands? I was looking up on Google, but I'd rather hear it from you if you have the time. I always have time for you, Geragan. Yellow bands. I'm trying to understand what you mean by yellow bands, because I don't see yellow bands anywhere. Which chart do you mean? Do you mean? Yeah, I'm trying to understand what you mean by yellow bands. And if you tell me your key areas, you try to Google how I find key areas. Oh, this one. Ah, okay. Yeah, you don't need to Google, my friend. The big yellow boxes. This one is just from the daily range, because this chart is mostly for me only on the weekly volume profile. So I don't look like, I only mark weekly things here. Like this is like, if I go on a weekly chart, you will understand, right? It's just those two areas where we've been bouncing on a higher time frame. Like this has been support. Yeah, you have wicks below it, but if you don't close candles below it, this area is still valid. You can always have wicks below it, but if candle doesn't close below those areas are still valid, right? So it's just support, resistance on high time frame, or the key areas that's been holding us for both ways. Now, if you wonder how to put this yellow area, you come to this drawing thing, you go shapes, triangle, and then in my settings I have the what is it, middle line. Like this gives this middle line. It's also good. Gives you like at least an area what's the middle of the whole support resistance zone, right? Sometimes like it's good to know, oh, okay, we are in the weekly support. It's always a big area, and if you're below the middle line, you're like, okay, we are really like the end point of this support. Like now it needs to hold, or it's no point anymore. But you just come to the drawing tool, click on this rectangle, and then you can throw them. That's it. Yeah, the middle line is super helpful. Man, that long was banger, huh? If you're still holding, and I don't advise copy trading my trades, what I take on stream, because I lose on stream if you're first time watching. This is not a real life everyday. Although now for the last 2 weeks I have had really good track record in stream for the pretty much only taking winning trades. But regardless, I don't want you guys to copy trade me, because if I lose, I feel super bad that you lose money because of my trade. I'm always ready to lose money, right? But I'm not ready for you guys to lose money because of me. But now this long is over. I will still look for shorts, and my ideal entry is still 15-minute 9 EMA. Like this 9 EMA, and we might approach it soon. If we come to this white stairs, then if we have a trendy day, if we continue down, this kind of for me needs to hold us. If this doesn't hold, we're gonna really reverse, and we'll see what happens. VWAP is also another option. Maybe we go retest the VWAP. But I think like my whole trade idea was to find a scalp, right? Find a long scalp, because don't get me wrong, I entered when it looked like this, right? So my whole trade idea was look for long scalp. What would make me long again in this market if now we get divergence between ES and NQ? So what I mean by that is, or even actually VWAP activation band retouch wouldn't be a bad idea as well. But divergence in a sense that we have, let me delete, actually let me just put it here. So if this low, if there will be a new low on NQ and ES doesn't make the new low, might be a good idea. I enter short with target to the 50% of the low of the day. Risky, because the momentum is really strong. But depends where did you get in, right? Momentum is strong right now for the reversal. Again, I don't want to talk you guys out of the trades. I'm just explaining what I see. For me to enter short, I would again, strong emphasis on I would wait for this 9 EMA, and then I'm definitely jumping into short on this 9 EMA. It's just the probability of the trend continuing for the day. If you break this 9 EMA, then we're not gonna continue down, and then it doesn't make too sense to short it. But we'll see. We'll see. Man, we nailed that long. Really, the timing was amazing. We had to wait 1 hour and 20 minutes, not 1 hour and 10 minutes to find our trade. That's patience. Yeah, New York VWAP is coming soon. I'll show you guys when something is coming that makes me interested. Right now I'm letting the market breathe. We have the first buffer for the day. Man, I was so close to, honestly, when we were in my stop loss, I was honestly really close to being like, I think I'm gonna go in with one more contract and keep my stop loss in the same way. Because again, like trading with 1 micro, it's not so good. You can't really manage your trade, right? When you get out, you are out. With 2 micros, it's like, okay, let's take profits and now let it run forever until break even or the momentum dies. You have to adapt to the new asset. Why? No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm trading crypto still on the side. I haven't taken now crypto trades for a month, I would say. But I still look at the crypto market. Like, I need to trade asset that I know at least some ways. Like, I know Solana, for example. I know Solana key levels from my head. 120, 95, 140, 175. If you break 225, you will go to probably 250. 300 is the all-time high. Like, I haven't seen Solana chart for probably weeks. I know these things from my head. So I believe that if you want to try more assets, and maybe you're right, I don't disagree with you, I'm just telling you my perspective. I feel that I want to know the asset some ways when I'm trading it. And for me to switch to gold, I will feel like I will need to sit at least 1 month just watching the gold chart and be like, okay, this is how it moves. This is super bearish days. This is range days. This is high volatility. This is low volatility. How the 15-minute orb works on orb. Like, I will need time, and since I'm a full-time working man as well, then it just as long as NQ is working, I don't want to switch, but I don't dislike your idea as well. I'm surprised how good EMAs work as a support and resistance. Without you, I would have never seen them that way. Maybe forward tested? Yes, for sure. That would be an option, to just forward test them, right? But interstays, yeah, EMAs are, I mean, the reason why EMAs work is, as far as I know, that it's probably one of the oldest indicator, but my understanding why EMAs work is the algos or the machines that trade, they take trades based on EMAs because it shows you, again, I don't know calculations behind EMAs, especially exponential, right? There's simple moving average, there's exponential moving averages, which is EMAs. What's the math behind it? Don't know, don't really care. As long as they give me reactions, that's all I care about. But my understanding is those machines kind of also determine whether the price is bullish or bearish. If you're under those EMAs, you're bearish. If you're above them, you're bullish. And I mean, in the end, it matters what price shows us, right? If price respects those EMAs with different kind of rules, I think you can be amazing trader just based on EMAs. And I can give you an example. If you're a short scalper or if you're a scalper, as soon as, okay, here you have a fake out, but as soon as you have that 200 EMA break on 3 minutes, you can really like enter base that, oh, okay, we broke 200 EMA on 15 minutes. Let me ride the momentum on 3 minutes until it stops working. And you can like really trail your stop loss. Like if you get in after that EMA break, let's say you get in a little bit late, right? You get in after that EMA break, you can really trail your stop loss. That's not a good example. You can really, you understand what I mean. You can trail your stop loss based on this 200 EMA. On even right now, like we are below 9 EMA, 9 EMA, 9 EMA. Now it finally broke. Maybe you're like, okay, I've taken enough points. We broke the 9 EMA on 3 minutes. Let me get out. So I think you can just trade. You don't need anything else in your, like there are strategies based only on EMAs, right? So I think EMAs work really well. For me, they're just another super strong story in the overall what market wants to tell me, and I use it for entries sometimes. We'll see. I really want to see what's gonna happen here. I might jump into short at 25 128. That would be good. Guys, let me make a ball because I need your help, guys. I'm gonna make a quick ball in the chat. You guys need to help me out. Today I will give you options, I will give you answers, but you need to choose for me. Let else healthy. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Okay. Why I can? So these are the choices I want to order. Please, guys. I'm super hungry and I want to eat something, and usually I give you choices of what kind of cuisines we are having, right? Asian, Italian, and so on. Today these are everything in this list I want. But Kate is not crime. Yeah, I like your thought process behind there. Number one, burger. Pizza is winning now. Let's get some votes in. Let's get some votes in. We took 100 point long today. So that's my only ask in return. You give me food ideas. And those view activation bands as well. We have 20 votes. Let's give it this new 5-minute candle, and then I will decide. And you know, guys, even whatever you vote, if my girlfriend says no, then I can't say. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna order regardless. Today I'm standing up to my girlfriend. Even if she says that no, I want something else, I'll order her separately. I do not recommend Italian food outside of Italy. Man, you need to come, Doretto. You need to come to Thailand. To be honest, I agree with you. Like the real Italian food experience is there. But like, if I would say one super positive thing about, is it dark outside? Yes, finally. I feel a little bit, it's a little bit suffocating, but it's tell your girlfriend to vote. I mean, that's then I would only need one vote, right? Then she whatever she decides, that's it. I let you guys choose this time. I'm risking with my life, don't get me wrong. Pizza time. I mean, kebab is fighting with pizza. You guys have 3 minutes. I would love to see the snow out there. I miss the snow. To be honest, today is the first day when snow is melting. But Toretto, let me know when you're in Tallinn. What I wanted to say, we have few restaurants. Like what I wanted to say about Estonia or our capital. Our restaurant culture is truly amazing. I'm not lying. You can find absolutely amazing restaurants in our capital. I don't know why it is. Maybe it's because we have so low population that like you don't have so many people to get into your restaurant, so you either have a really high quality or you don't, or you get eaten by the competition. If she demands something else, let us know what it is regardless. I mean, we can solve it right now since you have 2 minutes. I asked what food. But definitely come to Tallinn. If any of you guys are ever coming to Estonia, I mean, that's probably not the best thing to say in internet, but I will be open to meeting. I mean, why not? If I know you a little bit, that you've been in my YouTube streams or chat or Discord for a little while, then maybe ask her what she wants to eat, and then we vote only that. Win-win. Let me see if she replies to me. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. I'll be back. I'll ask her because she's not answering my text. Actually, now she is. I was ready to go. But this is looking like a bear flag if you talk about the markets. We timed our... I mean, my long purpose was to scalp. We got the scalp. If I came to Estonia, I would love to have a guide to show me the best spots. Absolutely. But I recommend Estonian, like, if you want to see snow, then I think you a little bit missed it, because now the snow is starting to melt, but we had really good snow for 2 months. And otherwise, don't come in October, November, don't come in March, April, because that's the time when the snow is melting. It's not hot outside, it's just like the middle of no snow, rain, and there's no beautiful weather yet as well. That's like the only time we as Estonians, we really need to survive. Like that's the most ugly time. If I visited Estonia, would I need translator if I only speak English? No. My girlfriend doesn't speak any Estonian. Okay, we have kebab, pizza. Guys, make the pizza. I want pizza more than kebab, but if you say kebab, I gave you the guy's choice. Why kebab? Do we have a lot of kebab lovers in Estonia? Oh, in Estonia, in the chat, or we have maybe a lot of... Where's kebab from? It's Turkish, right? It's like there's pita kebab that is like Greek, and then you have the kebab itself should be Turkish, right? Do you have a lot of people from Turkey? Repol with top 2. Okay, we can do that. Pizza and kebab. Okay, let's do it. Let's do pizza and kebab. Final choice. Pizza, kebab. By the way, guys, when meet up in Estonia, man, why not do it in summer? I mean, the thing is, what we're gonna do, you know, like, if gamers meet, well, I'm American, but I'm generally tired of eating pizza. Man, but American pizzas are... I can't say American pizzas are amazing as well, because we had Toretto as well, and I'm gonna start the war. And Toretto, please close your ears, or mute the stream for a minute, but I love pineapple on pizza. I know there's gonna be so much different opinions on that. I know I saw in Italy when we visited 2 weeks ago, there was a sign in the pizza shop that if you want pineapple on the pizza, you need to pay like 25,000 euros. It was obviously a joke. Maybe someone actually pays it, but there was a sign that if you want pineapple on pizza, you need to pay 25,000. I was like, okay, well, we can do 10 minis. 10 minis, NQ short, tight stop loss. We either are broke or we get the Toretto. I knew it. I gave you a warning, Toretto, that just put stream on mute. I am from Napoli. You invented pizza, right? On the list, do not meet Toretto for 2 years until he forgets. Pineapple on pizza is goat. I agree with you. Although Toretto might start a little fight here. We don't have Little Caesars. No. We don't have many chains. We have McDonald's, Burger King, Domino's. We used to have Subway, now we don't have Subway, KFC. We don't have Starbucks, for example. Yeah. 50-50? Okay, then it's my girlfriend to decide. You know what we're gonna do? Oh, she said, I don't want anything, pizza or kebab. Okay, so I sent text to my girlfriend. I asked, what do you want for food? She said nothing. I said pizza or kebab. I order anyway, you decide. So my girlfriend will decide if it's pizza or kebab. Starbucks, boo 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 now. Yeah, I was never a fan of Starbucks. When I was like teenager, then I was like, oh, Starbucks. But I like my coffee now from the machine, mixed with milk. Little bit sugar. Although I'll do admit, I have this place where you can buy coffee that is really close to my house or apartment, and I can't lie, sometimes that caramel latte, that tastes amazing. Iced caramel latte, that ice cold caramel latte. Man, my girlfriend. Wait, I mute my microphone 1 second. Okay, we have a winner. We have my girlfriend said pizza. So we are ordering pizza, and I'll let you guys know what I have as a choice. What do we have as a choice for pizza? We have Italian pizzas, and we have okay guys, you're gonna think I'm weird, but I ordered this pizza few weeks ago and it was so good. I'm gonna order it again. I'm gonna tell you the toppings. So that it looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. This is how it looks like. It has ranch sauce, chicken, mozzarella cheese, onion, garlic, spicy chorizo, paprika, tomatoes, chipotle sauce. I know it sounds weird. This whole pizza place, like this is how it looks like. This whole pizza place is like they are known for make strange pizzas, and I decided to give them a shot one day. It was really good, so I'm gonna order the same thing. Let's do it. We have our pizza. And then we'll see if the market gives us. We have at least 1 hour before I finish the stream. I think that's when the pizza will come as well. So we have 1 hour to see what this market does. Pizza is ordered. I always get the veggie pizzas. Kaya pizza. Oh, we have Estonians. Man, you said to... Okay, now Estonians gonna hate me as well. I ordered from Todo Pizza. It was my first time trying them. Everybody told me they make super strange pizzas in terms of toppings, but they sometimes taste really good. And I tried them for the first time few weeks ago. I liked it, so now I'm gonna order one more time. The thing is, if I discover something that I like in terms of food, I will eat it like 20 times after I discover it, and then I will never eat it again because I get so tired. But Gaia pizza, I know it's one of the best pizzas in Tallinn. After, I want the photo of the pizza. I will see it on stream. Well, I can send, yeah. You can't understand. Also, Rome, Milan, etc. pizzas is trash. I mean, I understand. You're from Napoli. You are the inventor. You are the reason why pizza even exists in the world, right? But honestly, I love both. I love Italian pizzas. I love American pizzas. Sometimes I love and there's a lot of toppings. I know. I respect you guys in Italy. I love you, Doretta, but sometimes I really do love American style pizzas as well. I love when there's toppings, chicken, pineapple. But Toretto, I will send you, and Toretto, you need to promise me that you're not gonna kill me when you see me. Always get the veggie pizzas. I'm not vegetarian, but I love the crunch. I never tried vegetarian pizzas. I never tried the vegetarian pizzas. Man, food can really... pizza won the votes as well. My girlfriend said pizza, and the votes went in favor as well. I'm just kidding. Anyway, the important thing is that whoever eats it likes it. Now, that's not real Italian. The real Italian will send me angry letters. No, I'm just kidding. I know what you mean. It's true. Whatever tastes good, you should eat it, right? We'll see what this market does. It's a little bit quiet. We should have stayed in our long in a sense, but I don't think if I was in this long, I don't think it will be really comfortable staying in this long, right? In hindsight, winning trades look easy to hold, but when you're holding them, it's not so easy to hold. You see the candles going up and down, you're like, oh, it doesn't have the direction and so on. So in hindsight, I'm like, oh, why I didn't hold this trade for longer, but at the same time, it's not so easy to hold. But we are at the New York VWAP on ES. How far are we from the... Okay, we are... The momentum is a little bit slow. 9 minute. So this is, I would say, the first real test. For whatever reason, 9 minute and 9 EMA is quite strong for trend days. If price breaks this, we're gonna go to 15 minute 9 EMA. If price doesn't break this, I might short even earlier because we have the New York VWAP as well. Okay, we have... Okay, that VWAP, that VWAP, sorry, that EMA has retraced quite a lot. Okay, we are coming. I might be ready to short really soon, guys. For the trend continuation. This might be a juicy. Is anyone in a trade right now? What are you guys feeling about the market? Man, we timed this bounce perfectly, huh? We came to the BOC last week, man. Wow. Wow. That long was more beautiful than I expected. Rowie, you are in long? You re-entered or you entered at the same time when I got in? I remember someone was... Wasn't it you, Rowie, who just got 25 points? I think we need to sweep to 25 173 before we... 173... Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad level. I like the level because it's 30 minutes 9 EMA as well. We'll see. We have 40 points to go. for me to start considering shorts. And then for me this trade is really simple, right? If I get in short at the 9 EMA, then in this case my stop is quite tight because I will get out if we go close together. I wanted to long the break of 3 minute 20 EMA, but I didn't take it because I didn't want to risk the green day. Yeah, it's like that's the problem with this green streak. Whether it's green day, for me it's green streak. I don't get into trades sometimes because I want to keep the green streak. And honestly, I think it's windy outside. I don't know if you can hear it. Honestly, I think I will keep it green for the February. I will still take trades. If I lose them, it will end. But then it's, I think honestly, like, I don't want to say I will try to lose it in March, but I will try harder to have my first red day, honestly, because not that I'm gonna take trades that I wouldn't normally take, but it's just like, I don't know, guys. It at some point it's more distracting me than anything else. Short of New York VWAP. I mean, I'm jumping onto the wrong chart. And I'm so happy when the strategies that I make videos about or explain work, right? We had the VWAP deviation strategy played out textbook. Exactly how I explain it. We break inside, we break them. You don't long when we are inside of them. ES gave us first confirmation that we went out of them. NQ was still inside, but we trusted ES and it played out really nicely. But it's not the worst idea to short from here, from the VWAP. It's not the worst. But it's not the worst idea to short from here. What's the rest of the market looking like? I'm thinking I'm gonna jump into trade with my combine on this one. I think I might jump into trade with combine with the VWAP pretest. Let me see. Yep, I think I'm gonna play with the combine on this one, because here I don't feel the need to be so correct as I would be on the, and I'm gonna keep my stop loss here above the 15-minute EMA. We're also from the value area high, which is another confluence. Where is the 15-minute? 25,905. Yeah, okay. I will keep the combine trade here. Again, combine trades are not, like, for me, combine trades are not so, I don't need to see a plus setup. I just go with the flow, and especially since we are playing with the profits, I'm gonna put 300. But regardless, if I finish this account, we have another XFA, right? I only, as you see, I only have 1.7k to go, so we have a little bit to go. But I don't dislike idea of shorting here, but it's definitely not, I don't have as strong confidence into this trade as I would have with my XFA, because my stop loss is above 15-minute 9 EMA. My stop loss is above VWAPs as well, so I think like you have enough confluences up here to protect your trade, and if they don't work, it makes sense that you get out from the trade. That's one thing I didn't mention on Dubstep TV, but my whole idea with stop losses is I don't see them as where I lose X amount of money. Of course that's important as well, but that you can adjust by size. But where is the trade idea invalidated? And for me, trade idea would be invalidated here because that's the 15-minute 9 EMA as well. That's the New York VWAP for NQ as well. ES is fighting with the new NQ. I don't like the short setup. It's just not A++, right? It's not A++, but I like this. I like it a little bit. And I hope the trade we took yesterday If I go one day on Dubstep TV, I can take 100-point trades there as well. Because you guys have seen it. I've streamed 200-point trades, 100-point trades. I don't want to say they are not getting normal, but they happened a lot of times. But pulling that off on Dubstep TV would be amazing. Let's see if this combined trade works out as well. I'm not in a trade at the moment. I feel like it wants to drop, but I'm not seeing that so far. Yeah, it's hard to see any reversal before it happens. I agree with you. The same was with my long. I lost confidence in my long when we were close to my stop loss. And I didn't have confidence to hold it as well. I should have held it longer. Nah, it happens. Why did you choose the 150k combines? I think it's just the first drawdown. You have more chances to miss. If you choose 50k account, which I want now, I want to scale my accounts. I want to add more 50k accounts to copy trade more accounts. But the main reason I would say is just you have more room to lose, because your statistics can work in a way where you lose 5 trades and then you win 15 trades, right? If you have a good win rate, then you never know how big is your losing streak, even if you're gonna have a nice winning streak after. Like if your statistics play out the way they should, you can still have a long losing streak. So for me to have that 4.5k buffer in the beginning gives me more room. And of course, like, I see myself going live at some point. Maybe after next payout, I'm gonna take payout really soon. But going live, it just gives you more room in the live account as well. But if you don't care about going live, 50 account is of course cheaper. And again, you shouldn't see them as 50k accounts, 150k accounts, and 100k accounts. They are actually 2,000 account, 3,000 account, and 4.5, right? The drawdown, or what's the maximum loss allowed, is the only thing that matters. But regardless, it's just the buffer for the first trades when I start with the account. I know I can lose 2,000 and I can still come back. I still have 2.5 to lose. So it's just more room in the beginning. Once you grow past 5,000 as a balance in XFA, then it doesn't matter what size of the account you have, unless you want to trade size. I think 50k account can trade 5 minis, so 50 micros. 100k can trade 100 micros or 10 minis, and then 150 can trade 15 minis or 150 micros. So for me that doesn't matter, because I never trade more than, I would say, 10 micros or 1 mini. I just don't see the need unless I have like 60,000 account balance. Then of course maybe it makes sense to sometimes risk, I don't know, 2,000 to make 5,000. But as long as you have like smaller balances like me, and for me the only thing I care about is copy trading, right? I don't chase big profits because I copy trade. That makes it more comfortable. If I would have only one account, I would probably try to trade bigger as well, because I would want to make more money. But with copy trading you don't really need to make so much money. We'll see how this combine trade looks. Combine trade is the only trade that I'm never sweating. Are we coming to this? Okay, we're coming to the New York VWAP as well. We have the normal VWAP on NQ, and we have 103. Yep, I'm safe from that. I might jump into short soon on my Real Maniac or XFA as well, because we are starting to give me possible setup. How's the 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and 50 minutes? We'll see. I might jump into shorts on my XFA soon as well. Oh yeah. Now I'm excited for the food. Let's see how much time we have. We have, oh, not so bad. About 30 minutes from now. About 30 minutes from now. Tomorrow is Friday, huh? What do we think about the weekly close? Man, that... Wait, let me pull up a really clean chart. Let's delete all the drawings and let's look how this weekly candle looks so far. I mean, everything can change tomorrow, but... Man, that weekly chart looks quite ugly, to be honest with you guys. There's nothing beautiful in this. You can call it like... You kinda can call it like a bull flag, right? You can kinda call it bull flag in a sense. Bull flag that's been going on for October, November, December, January, February. So 6 months of range. That's probably one of the longest range that we have been in years, no? If I look right now on the weekly chart, I don't see us consolidating for so long, for a long time. You have few consolidations, but then you have a trend down, trend consolidation, trend down, but this right now probably looks the longest consolidation that we have seen in a long time. So let's hope the market actually pick up some kind of trend soon, because that's getting a little bit boring in a sense, I would say. Like you want, I don't know if you want, but it's always nice to have some direction in the market. At least for me. But at the same time, you can also argue that that range has been easy to play. You just long when we are in the range lows, which we were today, I think. I think on this chart I have it, right? So we were at the... Wait, what? No, this is the wrong chart. Here. So we didn't tap into this weekly support. I mean, it is what it is. We take whatever market gives us. But market has now... My long was the last time we saw major action. Since my last long, this market has been quite quiet, right? Before my long, market was super aggressive going down. We are not super aggressively bullish. We are nicely retracing, but it's hard to see us retracing into the daily highs. Nothing is impossible. The market can do what it wants. But now, when we talk about RSI, now I would say that RSIs are... it's more like now you can see possible divergence, right? If we come down and RSI makes something like this, then it's obvious what's gonna happen and it makes sense to maybe long. But let's see, this market now has been... Man, yesterday was crazy. I think yesterday and Tuesday, the markets were slow, and I was like, I took a break from streaming one day and it was a slow market. Let's see, I might get in on this 91 level. I mean, you can't expect the perfect touches, but I don't dislike this 91. Let's see what the market does. Is that it with the selling today? Are we now turning bullish? I mean, if we turn bullish, I would still expect one more flash, right? But right now, I would say this is looking more like a bear flag. It's kind of like something like this. It's kind of like a bear flagging. And then usually what happens with those bear flags is you get this and then you get this. Not something that I take trade based off, but it's just a pattern that sometimes happens. Oh, my food is coming. You will see pizza. Man, it feels strange to even say, oh, I'm excited for my pizza after the whole Epstein case. Man, that shit is so crazy. That thing is so crazy with the whole pizza thing. Crazy world we live in. Absolutely crazy world we live in. But I'm not gonna get political or anything, but of course, even if I have a little bit of voice, I hate everything that has come out from this whole Epstein thing. I'm short from 982 and will add if we touch. Yeah, pizza is a food, exactly. And if we touch VWAP on ES and again touch NQ VWAP, add. Okay. Yeah, it's not the worst idea. You're riding the trend, right? It's normal the market to have pullbacks. If we go up, we have small pullbacks and then we continue up. Right now, I wouldn't be surprised if we also have a pullback and then we continue up. How many points did I miss now? That would be in 200 point trade soon, the first long we took. But maybe, I mean, if we find a short and we go to daily lows, we can get a nice 100 points down again. We'll see. Can we test this goddamn EMA? Can we give some test to this EMA? But someone said 173. I don't dislike this level too. A little bit lower, 150. But I wouldn't. I mean, everything is possible. You really don't want to predict this market, right? You just want to take the best confluences, hope they work out. What's the maximum hours you have streamed so far? I think like 4 or 5. I think 5 hours was the maximum. I think, yeah, like 5 hours is the maximum. I don't know how long it's been. It's been 2 hours right now. I feel like 2-3 hours is the maximum. After that, I get super tired. I feel like I want to break. The first day I found it was 5 hour stream. I think it was after the Reddit post. We had like 85 viewers. Let's see how many viewers we have right now. You said you had been on forever at the time. Yeah. I mean, now we had like 56 viewers at some point. Now we have 37. I mean, it's understandable as well. When I'm trading, it's more exciting, and the first hours of the market is exciting. I'm glad we took another 100-point trade in front of 56 people, I think it was, when I was trading. But I mean, it's just after 3 hours, I feel like, yeah, it's just getting exhausting. It's because I talk with you guys and I enjoy it a lot, but at the same time, like in the end, like I'm talking alone, you know. Legit watched your whole stream and you're the MVP. You're growing? Hell yeah, yeah, the community is growing. It's so good to see. This weekend I will dedicate to make videos because obvious reasons we are not streaming on the weekend. So I made myself a plan. Okay, Henrico, now you know my name. Focus on, I want to make at least 2, 3, maybe 4 videos this weekend, give them to my editor. As soon as they are forwarded to my editor, then it's like pressure is off, right? Then it's all up to them to edit and give it back to me. But I feel like the streaming has taken a little bit time off from me making videos, so this weekend will be dedicated for me to make videos. I know, get again. Watched all the stream every time and I found you got to get you that view time. Let's go. Yeah, I've seen you every single time. There are some names that are every single time in the stream. It's so like it means literally everything to me, right? That there is someone that is watching my stream, finding it entertaining, but most of all finding it useful for their trading. Because like if you dedicate your time to my stream and you find, and I know Geragan, you told me I think on Monday or somewhere that you haven't had a red day in a while, then I mean, like, if you put that time in and it actually pays you off, I think it's well worth it. Yes, we are here. Guys, you guys are the MVP. My pizza should be here as well soon. Our courier will pick it up now. We'll see what the pizza. My friend sent me text as well that you have such a cool community. I agree. I only make the streams. You guys are the community. You guys are the star of the show, or stars of the show. I am just a middleman. I'm giving you platform, but you guys are making the community. Okay, can we get some drop? Oh, the chains. Monday, Tuesday had 2 red days. I mean, it was Tuesday. Monday was, I didn't expect us to have a bearish Monday. Usually those Mondays are not so bearish. But Tuesday, I understand why anyone lost money. If we are zombie grinding or zombie rallying and you're losing money, I think there is no shame in that. I mean, there's no shame in losing money in these markets in any way, but zombie rallies are it's so smart. Either you avoid them or you take more risk and you ride those EMAs, right? Because again, like, if you look on those 15-minute EMAs on those zombie rallies, this is yesterday, like, this is as clear as it is. And then you have another one right here, right? Again, like, if you have the guts to ride those zombie rallies with those EMAs, shout out to you. But I personally, I dislike them a lot, because the market is super slow, and then when the market is super slow, you have the danger, or at least for me, I feel like if the market is super slow, then I'm in danger to enter a trade without the setup, because the market is so boring. And if you wait like 3 hours and you're not in a trade, we tend to break our rules, and we're like, okay, let me just enter finally, right? You enter for the sake of entering, not because there is a setup. And that's why I hate zombie rallies, because they are just so slow and it makes you bored. And it's, can you be disciplined enough to sit away from your PC and not trade that day? Because yesterday for me was yesterday I was like, this is not my BNL calendar. Yesterday I took 4 trades. I ended up with 26.34. I'll be honest with you guys, I was so close having my first red day. I was in a short before the market close, and then MOC, which happens 10 minutes before market close, saved me and gave me my profit. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna have my first red day. I think I would be in like -75 or -100. And I was like, okay, fuck it. It's either first red day -100 or it's gonna be small profits and zombie rally day is over. You are inspiring, my friend. Man, those messages. When I started YouTube, I never imagined that we're gonna end up here. And I know this is just a start, but honestly, I didn't have any expectations. I remember I told my friends, like, oh, I made a YouTube channel. Like, look, does the avatar look like me? Like, I wanted to, my YouTube thumbnail, not avatar thing. I tried to make it look like me. And I sent to my friends, and I told my friends as well, like, oh, I would be so happy if I get 100 subscribers in 1 year. Like, that was my goal. I was like, if 100 subscribers and if someone learns from my trading, let's fucking go. That's all I need. Now we are 6 months into this YouTube journey. We're already at almost 2,000 subscribers. It makes my heart melt, and it honestly makes me so grateful. And I can't wait to do it full time. That will be like the dream, to do this streaming content trading thing full time. Drunkenness, what's going on? Congrats again for your dubstep interview. Thank you, my friend. I'm doing well. I'm waiting for pizza. When do you request payout? Do you wait for 5k? No, honestly, I'm gonna request my payout in 1000. If I make one more 1000, I'm requesting my payout. I will request 8.5 divided by 2 is 4.2050 for 2050, so it's gonna be 12,750 will be the payout. And then Dubstep takes 10%, which is 1,200. Yeah, 1,200 something. And then I'm left with 11,000 as a payout. But no, I'm gonna take one because I feel that I'm gonna go more ham, or I'm gonna go more aggressive in terms of maybe going to live, and also like the whole green streak. Like now I've proven enough to myself and not anyone else, but to myself, that like, hey, the whole green streak started when I think like in this week. I was like, oh, this is a green streak, let's see how far it goes. Then December happened. I was like, okay, 2 months, let's push it 1 more month. In January I really had like, let's make a green streak longer. And then in February I was like as you see as well, I have 3 trades, 2 trades, 2 trades, 1 trade, 2 trades, 1 trade. Like I wasn't really like over trading to keep it green, except maybe yesterday. But now I'm like, hey, 4 months. Now it's like really time to maybe try to size up a little bit, go a little bit heavier. So that's why I'm taking payout really soon as well, because I want to pay myself nice sum of money. And then I know that if something goes really bad, I can always lose the accounts, right? It can always happen if I don't know, I go on a tilt, I will start sizing up more. I'm not gonna size up heavily. I'm gonna probably go from 1 micro to 4, 5, 6 micros. I'm gonna try to start making more money with those accounts, and I really will stop caring about the whole green streak. Now I got everything out of it that I wanted. I got my first big payouts. This green streak came in my first payouts ever that were big. Any payouts before that was maximum maybe 1,000-2,000, and I was in loss in terms of my top step spend. So I got myself into profits in my overall trading spend, and I took nice 2 payouts so far. Now I'm gonna take the 3rd one, and I went to Dubstep TV. I showed my green streak there. Like I checked all the boxes with this green streak, and now it's like really like, hey, you done that you saw being impossible 1 year ago. Like if 1 year ago you will show me my calendar, I would be like, you're kidding me. Like that's not my calendar, that's someone else, or it's a demo account, or it's not XFA, like whatever. Like I wouldn't believe it, right? So now when I'm in a place where I kind of proved myself, then now it's like, let's get serious. Let's forget the green streak. Let's execute with a little bit bigger size, and don't care about the outcome. You paid yourself, and now it's time to forget about the green streak as well. If the green streak continues when I'm gonna size up or not care about it, then that's another achievement. That will be like just making more money. But I really, after this month, because I only have now what I have pretty much only tomorrow. If I'm not gonna take a new trade, man, that short is working out. I should have taken maybe this trade as well. But yeah, tomorrow I will try to make it green as well. Again, as you see, I always put my stop loss. I'm always ready to lose money. I'm not gonna close if I see the first green. But I just found your channel. What video should I start watching? What video you should start watching? It's amazing question, and welcome to the channel, by the way. Glad to have you, Tima Rashad. If I was someone new who found my YouTube, what would be the videos? let's go with how I spot market reversals early. This is something that this actually is the video why I took the first long today. So the long that I took today on stream was because of the VWAP activation bands, and this how I spot market reversals early. This will be like, it will really give you guide how I look at those VWAP activation bands, what I look for in the markets for reversals and so on. The next one I really recommend is how I catch NQ. This is from a stream clip, but I think I explained fairly well, like divergences, and then the last video. I think if you watch these 3 videos, that's enough for the beginning. And then I think the 7 hard truths I wish I knew before I started trading can be really good for your psychology as well. Maybe you relate to something, but in terms of technical videos, how I spot market reversals early, the orb strategy, this is my main trading strategy, and also how I catch, like, I think these are good first watches and to really understand my strategies. No lie, I always watch you too. Invest Cospel. That's amazing, man. That's I'm glad you're finding something valuable in my streams, because I don't think you would be watching my stream if you didn't find anything valuable here. So I'm super happy you guys are finding something cool. Let me see where my food is. And you're actually learning. That's the most important thing. Perfect bounce on ES 9 EMA. Oh, so that's why we missed the 9 EMA, huh? Doretto, you are a genius. We came to the, but we were so close to 9 EMA. Was I blind? No, it was here. Okay, but ES gave us the perfect bounce. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to see on NQ. That's what I wanted to see on NQ for my XFA entry. Doretto, that's a really good. And I don't want to make all my screens like this, but those divergences happen on every single indicator levels and so on. Like, those divergences are so good because again, like you see, ES made the perfect retest from the 9 EMA on 15 minute. NQ didn't, and that's why we missed this trade as well. So that's a really good eye there, Doretto. We'll see if we continue the momentum down. The market is quite slow. We are in the profit with this combined trade, but there's not the same momentum down that we had before. But again, you take the 9 EMA 15 minute trade because you're placing your probability for the trade that there is a trend continuation. So there's nothing wrong being wrong in a trade, because the idea is, it matters the idea behind the trade, right? Even if it doesn't play out, which is looking like it wants to bounce right now, maybe we'll see. But if it doesn't play out, then it just tells you that it's not gonna continue the trend likely. But yeah, that's a good spot. ES really retested those EMAs, NQ didn't, and we didn't see it because of that. That's a really good, it's a really good, I would say, guide to anyone else as well. Like, if you're waiting for setup, like, this is a good reminder for me as well. Like, if I'm waiting for EMA setup, maybe it makes sense to kind of take a small peek in ES, right? Takes only 1 second to see what ES is doing with the same thing that you're looking for in NQ, and it will play out nicely. But we'll see if the momentum actually continues. If this momentum doesn't continue, I mean, then the downtrend is a little bit broken on the lower time frame, which is 15 minutes. Maybe then if this 15-minute 9 EMA doesn't work, then maybe the next time I will look for shorts. Maybe the VWAP, but honestly, then I wouldn't be surprised if we really retrace to the orb as well. I'm done for the day. Hope you guys are doing well. See you tomorrow. See you, my man Interstays. You're welcome, Tima. We'll see. I'm gonna keep the stream going. I think pizza is the easiest food to eat in front of everyone, because I kind of want to see what the market does for another 20 minutes or so. But I don't expect this market, like, we placed the long at the perfect time. We placed the long exactly when the momentum died. Like, we got the last half of the high volatility or momentum trading and got the scalp, and now we'll see what this market does. I think the best trade today, honestly, it will be probably honestly just trusting that the orb breakout works out. I was even considering inverse orb, the way we acted at the orb lows, and I had a little bit bullish bias as well. But now in hindsight, the best trade was probably just short the orb breakout, right? Play the normal orb as a strategy and let the market do its job to deliver your strategy edge. But I wouldn't mind if this trade plays out. Again, I don't celebrate trades before they play out. If this trade plays out, I think we can... How much do we need then? Okay, we are exactly 1,000 away from passing the account. We're exactly 1,000 away from passing the account if we hit this trade. There's another... This is 178 point trade. Because the thing is, like, when I want to size up, like, what I'm excited for, if I'm gonna take the payout and I'm gonna size up and I don't care about the green streak, then I don't need to chase any more 100-point trades as well. But of course, if you take 100 points on one mini, that's 2,000, right? So I'm also excited for a little bit sizing up, because my trades are always like 150 points, 100 points. They're big trades. I'm done for the day too. Nice profits. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's go, Gillian. You guys had a green day. That's the best time to throw the line. Market is a little bit slow. Why push it? But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. And let's see if this trade plays out. Right now it's actually playing out. And Toretto had amazing eyes for that ES 15-minute EMA. Man, I was waiting for that 15-minute EMA and I didn't realize even once that I should check what I should check what ES is doing, because that's exactly what I was waiting for. What ES did here was exactly what I wanted on NQ. It happens sometimes. RTI has not been a snitch this week. What you need to keep in mind with the RTI snitch thing is ES needs to confirm it. Do you think you will have some mindset problems sizing up? I think so, yeah, for sure. In the beginning, I think it's gonna be very uncomfortable seeing the numbers, because if I'm trading with 1-2 micros, you see my stops being 100 points and my take profit 200 points and 150 points. If I size up, I don't think I can afford such a big wide stops. Or if I want to have those wide stops, let's say I'm super confident in a trade, but my stop loss is exactly in the place where this trade idea doesn't make sense, then I think it will be new thing to kind of overcome psychologically, where I see the trade working against me, not hitting my stop loss, and keeping it cool, keeping it in, and letting the trade play out. Sorry, I just came back. May I know why you took this shirt? No worries, my friend. There's, I would say, two main reasons. So first was, and Toretto kind of gave us the answer why we didn't see it, is I wanted to short this market after we had the breakdown. I wanted to short this market again if we come to this 9 EMA on 15 minutes. My overall theory is that if it's a trendy day, then if you miss the initial move, or if you don't want to FOMO in, it makes sense to wait until this 15-minute 9 EMA gets touched or retested or whatever, and then enter based on that, because your stop loss will be in super obvious position, right? If you short from here, Like we are a little bit early. I think our short is from here, but your stop loss is, wait, sorry, I moved the wrong thing. Your stop loss is just above this 9 EMA, right? You really don't need to go wider with your stop loss. So it gives you really good idea where your risk is, which I love in a trade. Toretto, goodbye my friend. But it gives you really good idea where you get out of your trade. So I always like when I know what my idea is and when it's not valid anymore. When the idea why I took this short is not working anymore. So I know exactly when to get out. And the next one is, and actually we didn't get the perfect retest on NQ, and the same Italian guy, Toretto, absolute legend, he told me as well that on ES it happened. So I was watching NQ chart. I entered a little bit prematurely because I'm on a combine with this trade, so I don't care so much. But what I was actually waiting for on NQ was this. Like that's the perfect setup for the trade idea that I had. We have the 9 EMA retest. Your trade idea is if we continue the trend we had before, this 9 EMA will hold us. And this is actually what I wanted to see on NQ, but that's the divergence, right? Sometimes ES does what you want to see on NQ or vice versa. But that was the main trade idea, and the next one was the fact that we were so close on the VWAP on ES, and we were at the New York VWAP on NQ, so it's just another confluence to kind of go in. If those VWAPs don't hold, you're gonna be much more bullish again, and you're probably gonna come to this orb low. So you have like two main confluences why you will be in this trade. One is trade continuation based on EMAs, and also VWAP. Like if you want to continue bearish, you need to hold the price below the VWAP. So those two confluences, fairly easy trade in terms of setups, not much rules, and super fixed risk as well. We'll see how it plays out. I will probably close this trade if ES makes a new low and NQ is far away. That would make me think about divergence and maybe even think about longs. And another thing, oh man, we I tell you guys so much about the zombie rallies and 35 and 65 RSI. If you look at my chart, what has happened in the 2 days? Yesterday we had this, which started from here until here. So this, right? And my general rule is 65, let me make it a little bit bigger. 65 RSI, if you bounce from here, it was a bull trap. If you don't bounce, you don't look for shorts because it's an indication of zombie rally. Look what happened. We had a zombie rally. Yeah, we had a breakout and then we had a zombie rally, but same thing, right? You were above 65 RSI and we never came below it. And look guys, what's happening right now. We are not in a bear trap territory, meaning we didn't bounce from 35 RSI, which would be a bear trap. And now the price even doesn't go above this 35 RSI. I don't know if it's gonna go in the future, but the same thing applies here. If the price doesn't even take back the 35 RSI, you're kind of zombie rallying down, right? You don't have really a reason to long. The only reason I would long in this market based on RSI, if we start seeing divergences, so meaning that if this RSI will hold some kind of uptrend but price makes a lower low, that would be a fairly good sign to maybe enter. But that 15-minute RSI levels 35 and 65, man, it's beautiful to see how they work. And if you're in short and you're getting scared right now for whatever reason, I wouldn't be so scared for your short right now because we just open 1 hour candle. Every one hour candle, the first 5 minutes can be a little bit messy. It can give you some fake outs. We might bounce here heavily and we were bullish, but I'm just saying that this whole 1 hour candle is happening, 1 hour candle opening is happening right now, so don't get super discouraged the way it moves, but nothing is guaranteed. Oh, my pizza is coming. what's happening in Discord. We had some people in the trades as well. What was the trades? Open profits, short. Man, open profits 773. Some people were or this was longs. Did you enter longs at the same time? 25 to 46. 25 to 46. Ah, no, you were shorting. Oh, nice short. I just got to go to watch those videos you mentioned. Dimos. Yeah, absolutely. If you have any questions, like it always makes my life so much easier if you watch my videos and you come to the stream and ask questions then. Because then I don't need to kind of try to explain you something that I explain for 30 minutes in the videos, because in stream I try to explain it really shortly. So if you watch those videos and you come back on the stream, which I hope you do, and then you have questions, I think you will understand everything so much better. And let me know if you like the videos. If you don't like the videos, let me also know. Always curious to know how you guys enjoy my videos besides streaming. I don't want to be rude against you guys having my phone out on stream. I'm just checking where is the food because I'm getting really hungry. But I think we will make a daily low. I think so. I wouldn't bet my house on this or anything super important. But the way this market is developing, I think ES or NQ makes a new daily low. And maybe if there's a divergence, meaning that ES or NQ makes a new lower low and one of them doesn't, then maybe it's even good idea to look for longs again. But right now I want to see at least some kind of levels in those daily lows being tested. We'll see. But Kerrigan, I think I paused when you asked about the snitch. So the whole thing about the snitch is you always need ES to confirm. So if RTI is snitching, it's make sure you check what ES is doing. Like ES needs to kind of confirm it. Opti combo, how you doing, my man? What's up? We're doing good. We have taken so far 2 winning trades. I mean, this trade is not closed. This can be a losing trade, but it's on a combine, so it's not as important. But every trade is it's always we want to win. But we took one long. We closed it a little bit early. It was what it was. ES and NQ are so close together. So I'm gonna tell you like my ideal setup when you look those 4 charts. I don't check them so often, but sometimes I do. So the ideal scenario for me would be that RTI starts like let's say we are bullish, right? And let's say I'm gonna go on an empty chart to give you a clear picture. Let me pull up empty chart. So ideal case scenario for me is we start, let's say market opens like this, right? We start bullish, everything looks bullish, everything looks bullish, everything looks bullish. And then you see RTI like really going down. And then you see ES and ES starting to kind of confirm it, but not yet. And then you see NQ just going up, and then ES confirms. And then NQ still does some fuckery, and then you short NQ because RTI is snitching, now ES is confirming, and NQ is faking out. And ideally you have Dow Jones supporting as well, but that's like the perfect case scenario where let me delete all the drawings. But wait, what? I need to delete them one by one. But like that's the perfect scenario, and again, like those kind of scenarios, they don't happen so often. It's like the best setups in the market. How important is Dow Jones against others? It's a good question. I will go as far as go into this. We can check it together. So here I have the rule book as well. But what do I have about Dow Jones? Okay, here it is. If NQ and YM are bumping but RTI is slacking, check ES. If it's flat, short the weak one, NQ or YM. If NQ and YM break down but RTI holds, check ES. If it's steady, buy the dip. It's a drop breakdown, right? If ES dumps first while NQ and YM and RTI hesitate, short the hell out of NQ or ES. Real selling is happening. If all four indices hit resistance together, fade the move, big money is selling into strength. So, and here it is also, ES is the boss. If it ain't confirming, be skeptical. If it's leading to sell-off, that's real, don't fade it. RTI is the snitch, small caps show the real. If RTI isn't leading the rally, it's weak as hell. NQ is the fake out artist, as I always say, is big flashy moves, but if ES and RTA don't back it, it won't last. So I would say Dow Jones is just like Dow Jones, like you can probably remove Dow Jones if you have this view, but why Dow Jones is good when you have a really strong trend, like when you don't want to fade or you like don't want to reverse any of these, is when they are like moving like as simultaneously as possible. Like if they all are moving into same direction with strength, like that's really really one directional market. How did the dubstep interview go? Man, you need to tell me. But honestly, I think it went really well. I got a lot of positive feedback. Of course, you have more biased feedback from your girlfriend or friends, but I honestly think I re-watched it yesterday. I think it went really well. I was a little bit nervous in the beginning, which I think is normal, but as soon as I started talking about the markets, yeah, it was really natural for me. I felt like I'm speaking with friends, not strangers, because I watched the show before. Where is my food? I felt like I'm speaking more with my friends. Where is my courier? He's not on the map. My food should be here any second. But yeah, it was natural. It was but again, like what I did, what I have wrote in the Discord about those, I literally printed it out and I kept reading it over and over, and now I'm not trading it so much like the same 4 index setup. I'm not checking it so much, but it's a really good information because it gives you the whole market picture. But I honestly, I printed it out, and if you just focus like for 2 weeks only those 4 charts and you kind of print out or see what I wrote there, then it starts to make more sense. Very nice interview, thank you, Rowie. But it's just it's like with every single indicator, I always say, like, don't rush into having 10 indicators like me. Take one indicator, get really used to it, because if you get really used to some kind of indicator, what's gonna happen is once you combine this with other indicators or confluences, it feels really like easy to see you will see like, okay, this is what Viva activation bands are doing, fine, I know what they are doing, I don't need to check them anymore. Okay, this is what EMAs are doing. You click few EMAs, you see what different time frame EMAs are showing. But again, you need to get used to checking EMAs a little bit. You need to get used to checking 1 hourly EMA, how it correlates with 15 minutes, how it's correlated with 4 hours, like how you put picture together with these together, right? So the point I'm making is like take one indicator at a time. Maybe the maximum you can do is 2 indicators in terms of combining RSI. I think RSI is really simple indicator, especially with the rules that I have. I'm not saying you need to trade with exactly the same rules with the bear traps and zombie rallies and so on, but I don't think you need 2 weeks to get used to RSI. I think it's just matter of few times focusing more on that, seeing what it's doing. I will say now we are still under this 35 RSI on 9 minute, on 15 minute. Nothing bullish yet based on that. It still says to me a little bit bearish zombie rally right now, but you never know, it can change. But really, like, if you focus any elements in my markets, or in my trading, then make sure that you take it step by step. Don't rush yourself into trying to understand everything at once, because then you're gonna come to me and say like, I don't understand anything, what the fuck you're teaching, right? And it would be same for everybody. And same is with divergences. Like right now I'm at the point where I don't need to do this, you know, like if there was one, for example, like I see it really quickly with my eyes, but it wasn't always like this. I started focusing really, where was the divergence, where did it happen, put the trend line to see it clearly, right? So it's the same thing. Take some time, get used to it, and then like I feel everything in trading is like, if you get used to any concepts, you will kind of remember it forever. If you revisit it few times a week or few days a week, if you revisit whatever concept you learned, I think, like, at least for me, like it's like riding a bicycle. Once you learn it, you always kind of spot those things, you kind of see when they happen and so on. So especially the 4 chart thing, like when you look all the 4 charts, it's probably really confusing because sometimes they're working really against each other. There was a huge divergence yesterday with ES and NQ, while NQ was super bullish and ES wasn't so bullish, but we ended the day super bullish anyway, right? So that's also the market sometimes not giving us the things how we want, and that's also like, that's why I lose as well, right? Because I have all the confluences. If they align, I take the trade, and sometimes I lose, and then I can't blame the market, can't play anything, because there is no strategy or no confluence that every time it happens it's gonna work out for you. But it's just to know that these things exist, and then it comes down to your gut feeling, right? I honestly believe a lot that gut feeling can really help you in trading, and I don't mean gut feeling blindly, but today as well I had like huge FOMO probably around here, right? I told you guys I have such a big FOMO to just write this short, but it's against my rules. That was pure gut feeling. I was like, this market is so bearish. If you FOMO in now, you still probably gonna win, right? Or the long I had, I was like, okay, POC, we have confluences. I also had a gut feeling. I was like, okay, I'm going against there on a 5 minute. When I went into long, there was not a single red candle not a single green candle for the last 45 minutes. 45 minutes we were only red candles or black candles in my case before I went to long. So it was also like confluence and also gut feeling, like, now this is the time to pull the trigger, because you need to be also ready to really pull the trigger, right? Because sometimes it's like you can have all the confluences and you freeze. You're like, oh, I didn't enter, and then you see the market going your way and you're like, I fuck's sake, I saw it happening and I just didn't press the button. It's a lifetime skill that we all learn, including me. How to feel confident to press the button, how can we execute like a robots, without questions, when the confluences align, when the market aligns with what we have learned and what we want to see. It's a skill to press the button as well. It's the easiest thing to do in terms of physically, right? You just need to press the button and that's it. But it takes a certain experience and skill and time to start being comfortable clicking the button when the things align, and especially if you have any kind of losing streak. It's so easy to lose any confidence. As soon as you have a losing streak, and you have, like, if you have a losing streak and you see your A+++ setup after a heavy losing streak, it's so hard to press the button, because you're like, I don't trust it anymore, my setup hasn't been working anymore, the market is different now, and so on. And it's true, market is sometimes different, but it's all about how we can in the end like press the button without thinking what happened before and so on. Alright guys, I think I will stop here because this market is low and my food is arriving. I thought I'm gonna eat pizza here, but this market is honestly, I think my short is gonna hit. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking I'm gonna 3 hours for me is enough. We taken some amazing trades, whether it's this trade, if you took this trade, you're 83 points up. We got, I think, similar 83 points on the way up. Could have been 200 point trade. Let's see if this is 175 points, but I think I'm gonna relax here. We had amazing trades. I'm not gonna over push it. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you. I honestly do. I appreciate every single one of you. I thank you so much for the support. I thank you for the kind words. Thank you for supporting me when I go on interviews like Top Step. Thank you for supporting me when I'm down in trading as well. There has been occasions where I'm red and there are some haters in the chat. Oh, you don't know what you're doing, and it's not easy to trade in live. Like, trust me, it's trading in front of you guys. It's always harder because you have more pressure to win. I don't know why, but something is. Anyways, guys, I'll send you a picture of the pizza so we can make Toretto. We can make Toretto happy man, a man from Napoli. And thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we stream at the normal time.